What if everything you know is an illusion? The stars, the ground beneath your feet, even your own thoughts, what if none of it is real? These are real theories explored by scientists and philosophers, from simulated universes to fractured time. Here are 10 theories that suggest reality might be fake. We'll explore the boundaries of perception and question the fundamental nature of what we call real. Prepare to have your perception of reality challenged. Our journey begins with the simulation hypothesis, a concept that's leaped from science fiction into serious academic debate. Imagine a civilization with unimaginable computational power. What would they do? Run simulations? Perhaps even of their own ancestors? Philosopher Nick Bostrom argues that either civilizations go extinct before reaching this stage, lose interest in simulations, or we are almost certainly living inside one. Our own technology has evolved from Pong to photorealistic VR in decades. If this continues, simulated worlds indistinguishable from our own seem inevitable. If countless simulations exist, the odds are overwhelming. For every one base reality, there could be billions of simulated ones. The probability that we're in the original universe becomes vanishingly small. Some physicists point to the universe's fundamental rules like the speed of light and quantum energy as possible evidence of processing limits. Are our lives genuine or just lines of code? Is there a purpose, or are we a cosmic experiment? It reframes the search for God into a search for the programmer. And it poses the ultimate question: if this is a simulation, can we find the glitches? Strip away the universe, your body, what's left, your mind? Enter the brain in a vat, a thought experiment that questions what we can truly know. Imagine you're just a brain floating in a vat fed experiences by a supercomputer. Every sensation, every memory and illusion, perfectly simulated. How could you ever know? Any test you devise is itself part of the simulation. This isn't just philosophy, it's a challenge to our confidence in evidence. We never experience reality directly, it's always filtered through our senses. Are you a brain in a vat? You can never be absolutely certain you're not. This uncertainty shadows all human knowledge. It forces us to accept that our understanding is built on faith in our senses and memories. The experiment isolates the core of simulation theory. Maybe only your consciousness is real. Perhaps everyone else is just a complex automaton. It's the ultimate solipsism, and you can never prove it wrong. What if consciousness isn't biological at all? Some propose it's tied to quantum mechanics. This is quantum consciousness. At the quantum level, particles exist in multiple states at once and can be entangled across vast distances. Physicists like Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff suggest consciousness arises from quantum computations in our brain's microtubules. If true, your mind could be connected to the universe in ways we can't yet comprehend. Reality might be a projection, a collapse of quantum information orchestrated by your mind. Instead of the brain creating consciousness, consciousness could be a fundamental property of the universe. Our world could be a user interface generated by this deeper quantum level. We're not just observers. We're participants in creating reality. This could explain intuition, creativity, and the subjective nature of experience. If our minds are quantum systems, reality is profoundly personal and participatory. The line between observer and observed blurs, perhaps disappearing entirely. What if our three-dimensional universe is an illusion, a projection? This is the holographic principle. The idea comes from black hole physics. Information isn't lost inside a black hole but stored on its two-dimensional surface. If true for black holes, why not the entire universe? Everything that happens in our cosmos could be encoded on a distant two-dimensional boundary. We are the three-dimensional projection of that information. In 2017, physicists found evidence supporting the holographic model by studying the cosmic microwave background. The space between objects, location itself, might be an illusion. Two particles far apart in 3D could be adjacent on the 2D surface. This could explain quantum entanglement and the interconnectedness of reality. If we live in a hologram, our reality is both real and not real. We are living, breathing parts of a magnificent cosmic illusion. Now let's explore the strange landscape of human memory, the Mandela effect. Many remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, but he didn't. People recall Berenstain Bears instead of Berenstain Bears, or misquote famous movie lines. The conventional explanation: our brains fill in gaps, creating false memories. But the scale and specificity of shared memories suggests something stranger. Some theorize we're sliding between parallel universes or timelines. In one, Mandela did die in prison, in another, he didn't. Or perhaps these are glitches in the simulation's code software updates that didn't overwrite old data. we remember previous versions of reality. Whether psychological or cosmic, the Mandela effect shows our memories, and reality, are fragile. Is the past fixed, or is it being rewritten around us? Our most cherished anchor to the past may be unreliable, or a window into a world that's no longer ours. What if the universe is made of information, not matter or energy? This is digital physics. The universe at its core may be discrete and computational, like a computer. Conrad Zuse suggested the universe is computed on a cellular automaton. John Wheeler summed it up. It from bit, everything derives from binary information. Quantum mechanics supports this. Properties like energy are quantized, not continuous. There's a smallest possible unit of length, the Planck length, like a pixel in reality. The speed of light could be the processor speed of the cosmic computer. If true, the universe is a vast information processing system. The laws of physics are the algorithm. The Big Bang was the program's boot up. Studying physics is reverse engineering the universe's source code. If we understood the algorithm, we could predict the future with perfect accuracy. If the universe behaves like a computer, maybe it actually is one. We live on a river of time, but what if time doesn't exist as we perceive it? Einstein's relativity showed time is relative, no universal now. The block universe theory suggests past, present, and future all exist simultaneously. Time doesn't flow, it's a static four-dimensional block. Our sense of time passing is a trick of perception, our consciousness moving through the block. The now is just where our focus is. We remember the past, not the future, because of entropy, the universe's tendency toward disorder. Our brains create memories, giving us the illusion of time's arrow. If the future already exists, are our choices real, or are we playing out a pre-written script? If time isn't real, reality is fundamentally different from our experience. It's not a story unfolding, but a book already written. The urgency we feel may be a feature of our minds, or a lag in a simulated system. In the quantum realm, observation changes reality. The double-slit experiment shows particles act as waves until observed, when they become particles. Measurement collapses possibilities into a single outcome. John Wheeler's participatory anthropic principle suggests the universe requires an observer to exist. Without consciousness, the cosmos is just probabilities, not reality. We're not passive inhabitants, we're participants in creation. Our observation turns quantum potential into concrete reality. Does a tree exist if no one sees it? Quantum mechanics suggests maybe not. Reality is a dynamic process between the world and the mind. The world we see is the world we choose to see. René Descartes asked, "How can I be certain I'm not dreaming? In dreams, everything feels real, until we wake up. Apply that logic to waking life. What evidence do you have that you're not dreaming now? There's no definitive test within experience to prove you're awake. Many cultures suggest life itself is a kind of dream, an illusion hiding deeper reality. The dream argument challenges the foundation of knowledge. If you can't be sure you're awake, you can't be sure of anything your senses tell you." Descartes concluded, "I think, therefore I am." He could be certain only of his own mind. But if this is a dream, who is the dreamer? And what happens when we wake up? The question lingers. Will we recognize reality or wish we were still asleep? Our final theory comes from personal anecdotes. Glitches in the matrix, déjà vu, repeating events, objects teleporting, or time skipping. Moments where reality seems to flicker. Skeptics say these are tricks of the mind, misperceptions or false memories. But if reality is a simulation, these glitches could be errors in the system. They're not mistakes in perception, but bugs in the software. These moments are the frayed edges of the illusion, the seams of the simulation. They might be clues that we're inside a constructed reality. Whether neurological quirks or genuine fissures, they force us to question our assumptions. Our perception of a smooth, logical reality might be an illusion. The world is much stranger than we believe. Whether reality is real or not, it's still your life, and you're in control. This has been Next in Space. Subscribe for more top 10s that bend your mind. Theories from holographic universes to dream arguments remind us, don't take reality for granted. The world is mysterious, and our journey to understand it has just begun. The act of questioning is what matters. So look up, look around, and look within. The greatest discoveries may be within the very nature of your own reality.